Kuya Mora, Sangbanang, Dumalang, Abushweni, Samana Paji, bonjour to my wonderful and loving family. Trust and hope everyone had a good night rest and is energized, is set to face what today have to offer. But before we go out into the world, let us sit and have a wonderful breakfast while I give my breakfast talk. In our previous breakfast talk, we looked at the first three wells, which is a positive mental attitude, sound physical health, and harmony in relationships. Once we have those three things on lock, we can now move to the fourth wealth and proudly declare our freedom from fear. Fear is the greatest hindrance to anyone's reaching their full potential. Fear is what shackles us. Fear is what restricts us. But when we do not have any fear, we don't have the fear of criticism, we don't have the fear of rejection, we don't have the fear of poverty, we don't have the fear of dying. Once we don't have those things, we now can live our full potential and reach our dreams, our goals, and our desired ambition. That's because we have a mind, a brain that is in working condition. We have a body that can carry out the will of the mind, and then we have people around us to support us, help us, and see us through our difficult situations and trials in life. We now move on to wealth principle number 5, which speaks of having an open mind. There's a saying that goes, all I know is that I know nothing. We need to have a humble disposition, a humble attitude, where we can be a receiver of all ideas and information that we may receive from people from a day-to-day basis. And after being a receiver of information, then we can now process that information, and in processing that information we see what is good, what makes sense, and what doesn't. And in doing so, we might come up with a very innovative idea or a radical solution to a problem that we may have had. Never be too quick to throw out somebody's idea, somebody's opinion, because even a broken clock is right twice a day. So let us have an open mindset, and let us be open to different viewpoints so that we can grow as a person, and then we can have other avenues, other pieces of information where we can now tap into, and we can thrive, and we can have the hope of achieving something, which is wealth principle number 6, and 7 is a capacity of faith. I will be doing those two together, as hope and faith are very much intertwined and they are very much connected. In whatever we have set out for ourselves, we need to have the hope that we can achieve something. If we do not believe that we'll be able to achieve something, then the battle is lost, because you would approach that task with an attitude that shows that you do not believe or you don't have the hope that you will achieve something. And once you have gone down that cycle, then you are destined to fail. So we need to have the hope that we will be able to achieve something. I have the hope that I will get good grades. I have the hope that I would get that job. I have the hope that X, Y, and Z will happen. If we don't, then we are leaving it up to chance. And when you leave it up to chance, it may or it may not happen. And more than likely, it may not. Hebrew chapter 11 verse 1 states that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now let me break that down further so that we can understand this passage. If there is no hope for in X, and X meaning me wanting to get good grades, me wanting to get a job, me wanting to do this, or me wanting to do that. If we don't have any hope for in X, then there will be no substance of things, which is why if we not hope that we're going to get a good grade, we more than likely won't get the grades that we are looking for. If we do not hope for that we will get that job, then we more than likely will not get that job. So we need to hope for something so we can see the substance of things, and which is why. And why in that case is the results of whatever you are hoping for. So why is the evidence of things that we cannot see? So in summary, place your hope in X, and X is whatever you want to achieve, whether getting a good grades, getting a good job, so on and so forth. Then you can have faith in Y, and the faith in Y is the evidence of what you have been hoping for. You getting that good grades, you getting that job, you getting into that university, and so on and so forth. As I conclude my breakfast talk this morning, I want to leave this with you. Hold on to your dream. Hold on onto the goals that you have set out for yourself. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how challenging it is, no matter how impossible it might seem, because one day, you might see the substance of things not seen. So hold on to your dream, hold on to your goals, and do not let go. Have an open mind. If we cannot be an optimistic people, at least be realistic. But let us have an open mind to all the possibilities. And once we have an open mindset, let us set forth into this world and venture onto new horizons. It is one thing for us to hope for something. It is one thing to have the faith for something. But we need to put in the work. We need to put in the effort. And if we do not put in the effort, we can hope all we want. We can have faith in all we want. But we might never be able to see the substance of things not seen. my wonderful and loving family. I love you guys. Peace. Go out and set sail onto new horizons.